shall deceive. We have come into the night, thunder raising war a night. We have come into the night, thunder raising war a night. We'll fight for kings, for Ragnarok. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. I can feel it in my veins, the warrior inside of me. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. The sounds of arms, fierce morality. Nightfall, the rain, and the silence bleeds. We have come into the night, thunder raising war a night. We have come into the night, thunder raising war a night. We'll fight for kings, for Ragnarok. Sail war. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. I can feel it in my veins, the warrior inside of me. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla.
All right. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you, Lord Melkor, on a 5 streak. Appreciate the consistency and the follow. Tonight, joining me for Season 5, Week 6 of Valhalla Esports is Malco. How are you doing tonight, Malco?
Doing well, doing well. You know, I love being here on the casting desk with you, Blitz. Always a pleasure every time, as you always do a great job with the production and keep us in tip top shape, able to stream these games and get them to our loving audience here with Valhalla Esports. As we present to you here on Season 5, Week 6, we are doing versus Demonic Ascension, with the callouts being for Stoner Nation, top Eli Wood, jungled KB Jelly, mid boosted Sandwich, ADC Critter, and support Boomstick, with Demonic Ascension on the right side, with top lane Genos, jungle the Golden Pharaoh, mid Envy the Reaper, ADC Yukahu, with the support CLG Worthy Dust. This is actually going to be an interesting matchup to watch, as I feel both these teams is going to give us some pretty good moments. I think this is going to be a much more even matchup for us to see this week. So I'm actually really excited to see where this is going to go.
Yeah, this definitely was an exciting matchup to look forward to. These games again did happen last night, so these are VODs. We did have a halfling step in and did some coverage for us last night for that. We had some snafus with timing, and then we had a bunch of teams needing emergency subs. So again, if you're still interested in playing in this league, there are still opportunities and roles to sub. There's still opportunities to become full-time members and potentially get picked up by a team. Again, never know when somebody's going to be needed, so just throw your name in the ring, and if you're available, there's a good chance you'll get called up in some of these situations. I think we had like 3 emergency subs required yesterday. But yes, these two teams, pretty evenly balanced, I think, at least on paper. Stoner Nation, I think, started out 0-2, and I think there were 3-2 at the time this game was played. I think winning 3 straight. I think a little more up and down for Demonic Ascension, but I think they're continuing to round out their team. Eli, you calm down. Keep to yourself, Mr. Top Laner.
If anything, Eli, maybe we'll call you in at random times, or maybe at the end of games to kind of get your thoughts on games afterwards, since it's a VOD. But well, it'll be fun. Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll make some use of you on the casting desk today in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I think we can still use them, even if it's not for comedic relief. We can keep those puns to yourself for a little while today, or maybe just contained to the chat. But without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and look at the draft for game number 1. All right, game number 1, Demonic Ascension got blue side. First picking Smolder, Leona, Vigar, Skarner, and Trundle. Stoner Nation following it up with Jinx, Kane, Malzahar, Tarek, and Camille. Uh, Bands looking pretty standard. I'm actually a little surprised there with the Karthus ban. I'm not sure if Stoner Nation would have actually pulled that out in either AD carry or jungle, but it's very interesting there. Otherwise, pretty standard for this league. Anything else really surprising for you here?
So I think the reason why that they try to ban out the Trundle, while also it just kind of makes sense that they're banning out Galio, banning out Trundle, or sorry, Karthus, because they want to allow the ability for the Trundle to be able to just kind of split a lot. It seems, uh, and based on that strategy, you don't want any type of real like a whole bunch of global influence on the map, being able to stop that Trundle from being basically the barreler of towers that we have seen in this league for God knows how long. So it's just gonna be very interesting to see how that top lane matchup goes, and if this Trundle gets rolling, even if he doesn't get rolling, he's eventually gonna be rolling you down. So it's really gonna be potentially a ticking time bomb for Stoner
You know
Nation.
what?
Even though there's not a lot of tanky targets for Trundle to be able to sap, but he can just be a 1v1 king after a while.
I forgot Eli called it out directly on point. That's why we're seeing the Karthus ban because Kaz had to backfill for um, oh my gosh, Boomstick, Boomstick for game number 1. Boomstick was not able to make it for game 1. He does return for game 2, but Kaz filled in, and so that'll be Kaz on the Kane for jungle there.
Okay.
So yep, good catch there, Eli. Thank you. Forgot about that. Was one
Right.
of the 3 teams that had the emergency sub required. Anything else
I'm
jumping out to
actually
you?
Mid lane matchup is going to be pretty interesting because Vigar's not Malzahar is not one of the mages that Vigar is significantly outranged by or actually worried about. I think he can just kind of just free stack, and even if Malzahar starts pushing the lane in, he just kind of has the last hit with Q, and then he basically free stacks over and over. So it's going to be a very interesting. I'm going to be looking at the way the jungles influence the mid lanes, and I'm going to be looking at the ticking time bomb that is Trundle top.
Yeah, a couple different late game scalar win conditions there for Demonic Ascension. You got the Smolder stacks, Vigar stacks. You got the Trundle of just you leave him alone for any amount of time in the sideline, he's going to run it down. Um,
Consistent
still some
takiness between the Skarner, the Leona. It's going to be pretty interesting for Demonic
yeah.
Ascension
I mean,
side.
still some really good scaling there on the side of Center Nation as well. Just again, not the infinite or the stack scaling for the side of Demonic Ascension. But again, can that Trundle? I'm assuming it's Trundle top for this. So again, we'll see here shortly how the Trundle fares into Camille. Maybe Eli can chime in there, but I think Eli getting the counter pick there, I think that's a pretty good matchup for Camille. But players have been known to grief themselves, so we're gonna have to find out. Ready to roll into the game, Malco? Or any other
Most
thoughts?
definitely. I think my thoughts have already been situated. I kind of already know the game plan for what Demonic Ascension is looking to do. So I think it's kind of cut and dry. What they want to do is utilizing these infinite scalers and then having some late game assurance. Just try to make sure that they can mitigate as much as possible between the early and mid game, and then be able to basically win out these crazy team fights by utilizing chokes and potentially getting some picks. While Stoner Nation, they're just going to be looking to honestly, I think they actually have to win early.
Interesting. Well, let's and then yeah, Eli confirming definitely a Camille favorite matchup. He did not big brain himself. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and switch Malco's view over and then get everybody else set up.
Why, hello.
All right.
Go ahead and get the time thing down.
Sorry, I'm gonna hit that first one. Grab the chat on. All right. Into the
Let's go.
games. And I need to fix the names at the top for everybody else.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Oh, this is gonna be a fun one.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Garner already spotting out the Kayn in the early jungle. Gonna be able to back away as Malzahar comes to push up to be able to guard the jungle entrance. I like the fact that, like, I really do like seeing that Golden Pharaoh is on the Skarner over the Trundle for the potential, like, honestly, Skarner has a lot of weird gank potential, which is gonna be really nice.
Oh, yeah.
And there we go, dropping the ward, able to get what he wants. Early information, nicely done.
Especially both these junglers, actually, even
Minions
with
have
different
spawned.
maps that open it up, making it a little easier for ganks in certain situations and scenarios, but still having both of those junglers just be able to go through those walls right where you think you're safe, not so fast.
Right, you got to be real careful. I really do like both of these teams, though. They kind of honestly almost mimic each other in a way, and I'm very curious to see how that's gonna go. Kayn getting the who ends up getting the XP for that? Would that be the Camille? Okay, so yeah, that might be able to get a early level 2 top and try to get something done. Eli Wood does have the ignite, so an early first blood could be coming up in that top lane. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, Camille very aggressive early. He did go the ignite teleport method, so he's looking for blood.
Here we go. Taric doesn't land the first Q, but does get the autos down. And they're putting a lot of damage onto the Smolder Leona bot lane. That's going to be nicely done from Stoner Nation's bot.
Yeah, going with the E start there on the Derek. Just not quite able to land it. Obviously, it's a lot more powerful once you get your W. That shield down.
Alrighty, finally manages to get the cleanse out. Nicely done. Gonna be able to get that one summoner and gonna still be dishing out the damage. But now we do have the 1v1 going up against the two top laners as they start beating up into each other. Trundle now getting the autos off. Camille now starting to fight back, getting the autos, trying to get the enhanced Q. Can't get it. Gonna stop the fight right there.
Yep, there's some trading top lane, but you gotta be careful there on the side of the Rundle. Already getting bullied into the CS. Jinx already taking advantage of the long poke.
Up and here we go. Camille getting that extra. I really hate Camille and how much early damage she has. It's just so hard to duel against that. Now getting some of the damage down and really landing these stuns. Nicely done by KB Jelly. And as long as he keeps doing that consistently, this is going to be a tough game for that bot lane.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Taric is a great pick into Leona. Definitely great for the counter engage, or as you can see there, just being able to walk at him and say, alright, you're going to have to juke me.
Go. I do see though Skarner is towards this bot lane and they've been pushed up pretty far. Even though they do have vision, Skarner can just kind of, I think he can kind of just come through that wall. So they might be able to make something happen, but now they're starting to play a little bit more carefully. Maybe they suspect that the Skarner is on this bot side.
Yeah, they should be able to see that their junglers are really clear so far. It looks like they're just going to go help them get Scuttlecraft there. That was taken down. Ooh, there's a pick up
for
here.
Skarner. Oh, he gets caught out right here and just CC'd to all hell. Trying to get the flash out. Golden Pharaoh not going to be able to get away. Jinx getting the first blood, and that's the rest of them trying to run away. Kayn coming down here trying to stop the Leona. They're trying to get more, and that might just be it as the stun is not able to land, but it might be one more auto double kill going over to the ADC of Stoner Nation. Nicely done to be able to secure those 2 kills for nothing on the side of Demonic Ascension.
That's absolutely huge. Looks like the Kane's just gonna back here and then try to maybe race him to the top scuttle. But that's huge. Go ahead and get the gold into Jinx's pocket. You know, 600 or 700 gold here at the beginning of the game. That's gonna be a massive difference. They were already punishing as it was.
Yeah, going for the BF sword very first thing the moment they bagged 27 CS. Nicely done here for Critter to be able to get that really early start. Still has their cleanse, so they can still do something. But Camille, even though was down a level, putting the damage on him. Nicely done, Eli Wood.
So top scuttle did fact go over to Golden Pharaoh, so he does put more gold back in his pocket. We do have Dragon up and Wood Grubs coming up here in just under a minute. So it'll be interesting to see if we support pull for any of these or just fight it out.
Don't be surprised if we end up getting another fight. I think that First Blood won't completely discourage Demonic Ascension in this game just yet. You know, that there's always setbacks and stuff, but you didn't have your Smolder die, so they didn't give up any more extra kills there. And they're gonna also be able to potentially play this game out as long as, you know, as long as they play to their scaling comp. They have to just play to that, and Demonic Ascension will be able to make a comeback in this game. Skarner being active on the jungle, being active on the map doesn't necessarily mean ganking. It could also obviously be securing objectives. So I would like to start seeing more vision being dropped around some of these different points to be able to detect where this Kayn is going to be at next. Oh, as I said it, there's actually raptors right there, like a raptor, yeah, raptor brush right there, perfect. But looking like since this Drake is now being taken by the side of Stoner Nation, it's going to be a trade for the grubs on the top side being given over to Demonic Ascension. I think Demonic Ascension is okay with this trade, especially since it's only the first Drake of the game that's being traded away, as well as they like to try to siege towers, and you want to be able to try to get at least some of these grubs onto the Trundle. So once he's able to start just being a split push threat, it will be considerably, it'll be actually a considerable good thing for you guys. But two of them already secured, but that's going to be the Camille going in. Flash, ultimate, you have been selected. Skarner not getting away with no ulti, can't get over the wall, gets trapped. Eli Wood going to be able to take that kill with the assist of the Malzahar boosted sandwich. Nicely done in securing that last Void Grub. This is a very well done overall trade for the side of Stoner Nation.
Yeah, I think if Boosted doesn't just, like he did, if he doesn't auto go in, like just as soon as he sees him, just we're going to go after this guy, we're going to kill him. I don't think that play goes the same way, so I think his aggressiveness really pays off there. Now, can Demonic Ascension punish him for the flash there? Make sure he can't play safe mid. He is down 20 CS now. To the Vigar. Vigar's a little free-stacking a little bit. Overall, great play, getting the top mid.
And one kill to a Camille can end up feeling like torture to lane against after a while. So I'm sure Genos is at least, you know, he's playing as well as he can. He hasn't given up anything to anybody else. He just has to play a little bit more carefully now into this Camille. Oh, managed to land that double. Gonna be able to get the snare, even though it's under the tower. It's still a nicely dished amount of damage, but getting ganked up is this Trundle up at the top side. Eli Wood trying to chase down, gonna miss the rocket. But Skarner is now here in this bot side, and he is looking for blood, but that is a very smart bot lane, and they're looking to back. Come on, Snot Bubble, just stop them. You know they're in there. You know they're in there. You know they're there. But they did have they had that brush warded. They had a control ward in that brush, so they already knew Skarner was there. Oh man, I'm sad that you could have stopped that right there. That would have been interesting. But so I just wasting people's time sometimes is another good strategy, you know. So stopping their backs after they've been sitting there for like 6 seconds is like, oh great, now I gotta wait another 8 seconds to try to back.
Absolutely. So the timer's looking pretty interesting. 2 minutes on Void Grubs, 2.5 on Dragon.
We'll probably end up getting a fight at Void Grubs. I wouldn't be surprised, but right now we're getting a little solo fight going on in the top side as Camille is still dishing out a lot, but the Trundle being able to hold his own. The free stacking of the Vigar still going on in this lane, but Malzahar really closed in that lead very quickly as soon as they came back into the lane.
Yep, I think he was able to collect a lot of that wave that was missed. So it was kind of mitigated under Vigar.
Yeah, even though Vigar is not too worried about Malzahar, Malzahar on the other end is not as worried about Vigar as he used to be, especially with the passive that he gets now on the that spell shield. It's actually pretty convenient for him. It's almost like a like I don't have to use my flash at least once tool as long as you don't get hit and you avoid the CC. But that's going to be dropping down as they're looking for the Jinx. Going to miss everything as the mom gets dropped. But that's just them trying to chase it down, and Leona is now caught in between two different people while the Taric is trying to face down two as well. But Taric has way more sustain, able to last it out, and they're going to be able to land one as Jinx secures their third kill of the game, going on a killing spree and not being able to find more, but at least they deterred, losing nothing. Stoner Nation come out on top.
Got to complain people.
Oh, hold on. Skarner's got to come through, but not able to get him. But that's the first kill secured for the Smolder. As Jinx, though, going to be able to miss the rocket as they try to get her shut down, going over to the Skarner. And now they find the Vygar in the mid lane. We got so much fighting going on the map, but that's where it all stops. As we do see 2 kills returned over to the side of Demonic Ascension in that bot lane.
Yeah, huge ganks from Pharaoh there. That continuation fight, like maybe we saw that flash, but otherwise, no, you did great in surviving that neutral engage. Fortunately, they just continued pressure and didn't respect that early. Camille going in here onto the Trundle, up a level. There's a big wave.
Yeah, honestly, the Camille could have probably proceeded to fight a little bit more. Maybe it would have probably at least drawn out the ult of the Trundle to kind of make it be like, yo, get away from me, I'm stealing all your resistances. But
Looks like the Trundle wanted to get out of there.
Yeah, I don't think he's like, yeah, I'm not about fighting. I like that Skarner is sitting here trying to see if he can actually get any of these grubs, but it might be potentially dangerous fight. Able to secure one, and he's trying to just back the fuck out of there. But they're gonna be able to drop the cage, and this is nicely done. This is one of the big chokes that they're looking for. The Kano coming out, able to get double suppression as he comes right out of it. Camille ulti drops, and Envy the Reaper gonna be able to secure the first kill of the fight as Eli Wood is able to secure the second. Both supports taken out of the fight, but Boosted Sandwich is gonna be able to take out Golden Pharaoh with the space aids. Overall fight one to Stoner Nation as they're able to secure that, and they're going right back to the grubs again.
Yeah, Southern Nation able to pull their whole team up. They pulled the Jinx build. Said that's mine for Smolder to be the bot. I'll be for support in the mid lane, catching that wave. Charnel better watch out here. This Camille can and will want to chase down. Back early enough. Jinx go suck the wave.
Yeah, what is it?
Stack check. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what are we looking for the first item? I think it's Trinity Force for Camille. Already looking at it, almost at 13 minutes. Oh, 30 farm up. Oh yeah, this top lane's looking interesting. Oh, we got a little fight under the tower, but not gonna mean anything as Jinx able to get hit by the Snot Bubble Sloan, but using the snare trap's gonna force him to walk around and is now currently safe. Tarek though, gonna find the Leona, lands the able to land the stun, not gonna be able to do any further engagement. Now the bot lane's even.
Double TP advantage here on the side of Southern Nation. Dragons up there.
I like the fact that they do have the overall control of the map, even though the Void Grub difference it was actually not difference, it's equalized. They do have an overall advantage for this Drake. As you can see, they have the majority vision even deep within the Skarner's jungle right now. You can see 2 different entrances that could be where they potentially could come through the wall. They know immediately where Skarner will be coming from before he even knows it, and they have something on there. But Camille now looking for the 1v1 we've been waiting for. Is he gonna be able to secure it? Is this the first solo dolo? No! Trundle able to deter him just long enough, and it was able to secure, not be able to secure that kill from Camille. But that is still gonna be the overall dragon going over to Stoner Nation. I'm always confusing the 2 teams right now because it's just, jeez, man. Yeah. Whenever they fight, for some reason, it's like 3 different fights going on at once.
Geno's think up there trying to make sure he gets some of that XP, but really just needing to back here. Eli's got a good freeze set up on him, so right now it's just kind of wasting some time. Needs to back, needs to regain that health, needs to call for someone to help bring the freeze, or needs to check out, see if he can make a gank or play somewhere else.
Rift Herald just went ahead and spawned as we speak. Hold on, Tarek trying to make a wrap around Malzahar. You may want to be able to watch as he's coming up there for you, but there's maybe there wasn't a clear communication of like stepping up. And
still hello.
Yeah, it's like a love tap, you know. Just remind you, the team's here. Don't forget, this is a team game.
Right, looks like the Rift Herald being started up by Kaz.
All right, that I was kind of expecting. I don't expect him to try to make a big fight for the Rift Herald here, but Smolder all alone in this bot lane, and they're pushing it in. I can see potentially Tar trying to set up a dive, but the Leona is almost here. Gonna try to flash, try to get it, but here comes the TP. That should be the that should be the Vygar. Yes, it is. Mom comes down, and that's a trapped up. Everybody gets the ult dropped, and Yuka able to secure the second kill for him of the game with the assist to Envy the Reaper. Nicely done, but Camille now looking to get that actual fight with Trundle, and he's looking for it solo dolo to Eli Wood in the top side. Stoner Nation able to trade kills off on each ends of the map, and they're looking for more as they try to get this. Summons the Retro mid lane. Kane jumps back out, not going to be able to get anything more. The fighting stops there, but overall Stoner Nation still keeping command of this game. Even only it's a 2K gold lead, they are still able to command as much even in the multiple fights they've had.
Yeah, taking 4-1 in terms of map objectives. Still haven't seen the first tower fall yet. Should have a couple pretty close. I think Eli got a lot of damage down to the top. Gino's trying to chase him down now that he has the health advantage. He is down 2 levels. He can try to fight over turret, but nope.
To stop him, Malzahar gets the ulti off. Spell shield help with the ignite dropping, trying to get more. Vygar able to continue walking away. Skarner also going to be able to do so as well. Nicely done by Envy the Reaper, not going to be able to get dropped there. Rod of Ages doing a lot to keep himself kind of tanky. Camille though getting kind of low. Trundle looking for it. Shut down solo dolo. Returns right back at you as he sends Eli Wood to the great speed. Nicely done by Chenos. But we do see Kane getting caught up in the middle too as Leona is here. Jungler and support versus jungle support from Stoner Nation. But which ADC is going to get here first? And it's going to be the Jinx right now looking strong as they try to press forward. But it's going to be Leona getting stopped. And here we go. Skarner finds his targets. Able to get them both down. Not going to be able to get it. But here comes the Taric ulti being able to get them the invincibility. Critter now getting another kill as they get trapped in the baby cage. That's Vygar now chasing them down. Taric caught in the middle of members. CLG Worthy does going to be able to secure the next kill. And they're looking for more. Smolder looking for the Kane. As right now Leona sees the TP coming out. Kane very low. They're also looking for Jinx. Camille now finding the Vygar. Going to be able to use the ult. Get in the middle of the cage. Looking to get him more. Trying to be able to secure the kills. Vygar trying to get away. Being able to drop a little bit more damage. Leona needing to get the CC. Gets over. Eli Wood securing the kill. Leona now going to look like he's the next target. Getting hit by the zap. But not going to be enough. Camille trying to get a little bit more. Gets the healing. Doesn't have the hook shot just yet. And not looking to get the kill anymore. Jeez, that was insane. But nicely done by Stoner Nation to be able to come out overall in that fight.
Wish the sandwich taking the top duties here. Just continue to push away and make sure the Trundle is not left unattended. Can't just put 3 towers. It's a good answer play in there.
Holy, that was crazy.
Looks like the Camille might collect his first tower in the middle here. We'll see.
Oh, not if Pharaoh has something to say. Looking for Eli Wood, trying to get a little bit more.
Though. That is that is a 4-1 Camille. I don't know that he's truly technical there.
He said that, you know what, 1/3 of my HP is worth it if you don't get this tower. We don't need you getting any more gold.
That is true, but unfortunately Camille is just going to be unleashed back on the map. Where it looks like we're going to fight here over Dragon 3.
I do like the fact that Demonic Ascension is here first. They do manage to make it. They can at least get the drop or the start. But Camille and Kane are coming down together. Kane, even though 0-0-6, extremely hard to kill with this Ross form. And right now, Camille is a deadly force. As Malzahar is making his way down, does not need the TP. The Dragon has already been started by the side of Demonic Ascension. Kane now finding Leona, going to be looking for the target. Solar Flare drop, but not going to be able to land on multiple members. Only finds the Kane. Red turret destroyed. But that means the members of Red is also going to be able to get these kills. As Critter is going insane. Malzahar able to take out Pharaoh. All the members drop that were fighting for it, and for not as the Drake goes over to the side of Stoner Nation. Turrets are dropping, yes, on the other side of the map, but they are still getting absolutely eviscerated in these fights.
Yeah, it was a 3-for-1 this side, or 3 for 1 tower. You can call it 2 towers. Camille's gonna get another tower to even it back right here. See if this Jinx survives.
Envy's looking to find it. Flashes in to try to protect the Jinx. Nicely done, but Critter having the fancy feet, able to dodge out on a lot of the skill shots from the Vygar, so it doesn't take a lot of damage, and that was really well done. I do appreciate, though, KB Jelly wanting to protect his ADC.
So
Oh, here we go. We got
the gold shutdown.
very true, especially to a Vygar right now. Kane, though, finding his target as Leona is caught off guard, getting knocked up. Tarek finding a member there, too. But Jinx gonna have to run away. Skarner finds Tarek there. And he's not gonna be able to drop him. Tarek drops the ultimate, able to get it to land on the 3 different members. Leona off on the side. Camille being able to take him down, uses the ultimate, capturing in the cage. Mom not able to heal as Eli Wood goes on a killing spree, taking out the Trundle, looking for the next target as Leona is just getting bounced around. Double kill going over to Camille. You have been selected once again, Skarner, as the Malzahar ultimate got you down. The Vygar ultimate is able to be used, but it's not going to get the kills. Boots of Sandwich able to secure the kill from the Airy plus Space Age. Shut down though as Golden Pharaoh takes out the Jinx, and we're looking for the next target as Yuka, who's able to take out KB Jelly. That's going to be a serious fight right there. Skarner and Smolder are the only living members left of Demonic Ascension, but at least they were able to take out 2 on the side of Stoner Nation, making that fight almost look damn even.
I'm surprised the Kane's not looking to rumble there a little bit more with opening up, but I can sustain the I do.
Oh, Malzahar, that was a bad idea, brother. Big shutdown going over to the Trundle. Nice smart TP from Genos there to be able to secure a quick kill.
Yep, trying to keep up that map pressure, but there are pushing lanes. Rocket is coming down mid lane here.
And
just a bit wide, but very close to taking out.
with the collector, that actually could have been Genos' life too.
Yeah, I mean, that's a 3 out of 2.5. Either way, it's
yeah. Camille, though, is just looking for anything that they want to do. Finds the Skarner, lands the W. Not going to be able to do anything as multiple members appear from the side of Demonic Ascension. Going to use the hookshot to be able to get over the wall. Being able to secure his own blue buff. Probably going to be able to give it to Envy here and just be able to help him a little bit more. I really do wish that maybe Envy had, instead of going for the Archangels, I would have appreciated just maybe more damage. I want to be able to, yeah, Death Cap at this point would have been much better, just to see that raw damage coming out of the Vygar, and then he could have gone with a more protective build. I understand having to keep yourself alive, but I think doing the damage would have been a lot more useful right now, as Kane and Camille find the tunnel, going to be able to eviscerate him as a Eli Wood goes unstoppable. Skarner now being able to secure 2 different members, landing not the Solar Flare, but now that's going to be Skarner's life gone as Camille goes on a double kill. Leona now being caught out. Jinx arrives, and it's going to be 2 members dropped from the side of Demonic Ascension as Stoner Nation now eyeing the Baron.
Yeah, I think right now the Demonic Ascension just needed to stall out here. Just continue to stall out, get as many stacks as you can. Try to limit anything else taken here. Hopefully our Baron for that fight.
And this is where even with the scaling comp right now, it just starts to, unfortunately, it starts to devolve a little bit. And as you said, they want to kind of turtle this out, but at this moment, that's not what the side of Stoner Nation wants to allow. And they're gonna keep pressing the envelope for them. There's another objective coming up that's threatened right now with the Soul Point, with Stoner Nation being on Soul Point on an Ocean Soul of all things, and they have a Camille, Tarek, and Kane. That's not some targets that you want to be trying to, like, you know, poke out with Vygar and Yukahu on the Smolder, and then trying to then engage some type of fight or something like that. Or it's just going to be really annoying when you're trying to poke them out and then trying to engage in a low range target or something like that. You don't really have that capability anymore when they have secured the Ocean Soul. So this is going to be an imperative dragon for the side of Demonic Ascension. While right now Stoner Nation doesn't seem like they have to really worry too much. If they win a fight here, they secure the Drake. So at this point, even if they lose the fight, they lose one Drake, they just get the next one potentially.
Yeah, just a couple.
But
they have the luxury right now. A couple fights have to come that being said, yeah, just, they can play it as fast or as slow as they want.
Solar Flare being used by the Leona, trying to go ahead and stopping Critter and KB Jelly, but not going to be enough as Critter secures that kill. But Malzahar getting eviscerated as Smolder is able to secure that one, and he does have enough stacks now. He has the execute, so the Smolder is now looking pretty dangerous. If Skarner can actually do something here, they have to fight here. I don't think they can really give this up. Actually, you know what? They have no choice. I don't think Skarner can actually make it. Can he do it? Oh, and he steals it! Golden Pharaoh with the absolute absolute bomb steal right there to be able to deny the soul for the side of Stoner Nation. Absolutely big.
Yeah, great, excellent steal. I have to go back there to see if they even have vision, or that was just a pure feel. I would have to see. I guess Kaz's might be down there.
But for what it's worth, though, unfortunately, the base is being absolutely taken as they're getting these baroned up minions into. They're just being able to push these baroned up minions right into the side of Demonic Ascension. I completely forgot that they even taken the Baron because of what just happened right there.
Yeah, they were able to force that fight bot lane. Try to pick 2 members. Huge rocket there from Critter, allowing the Kane to escape. But then Pharaoh did a good job of denying the dragon. No harm befell there, letting Kaz escape. But a good job also just of wave management by Stoner Nation, just to keep those minions pressing on all sides. Just making sure you're spreading out Demonic Ascension as much as possible to make them keep answering. Yes, they're stacking. Yes, they're getting bigger, but they're going to take those map objectives right now.
I want to just see Smolder being. I mean, he is consistently more with the team now that he does have his stacks up, but I want to just see everyone barreling more of this farm into Vigar and Smolder at this point. I want to, if anything, if you can give up whatever you can, try to. I know getting items is extremely important on the other members, but for the tanks right now, you need your damage dealers to have their damage. And I think it's really important just to give as much farm as you can to both Smolder and Vigar and just let them stack as much as they can.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But this is a good attempt at vision there. Did spot out the Camille. But yeah, also from the side of Stoner Nation, I want to see that Camille just being an absolute business in this jump.
I don't want Vigar pushing up anymore. Okay, good.
Yeah,
He waited.
But the Camille, like, yeah, you can come over here and push this lane or whatever, but just be roaming those jungles. Look for a pick. There is nobody on the map right now who can go toe-to-toe with you.
I mean, that's a decent amount of damage, though, coming out of the Vigar right there to land on Camille. Yeah. That was about
no magic resist. No magic resist yet. Does have the Hydra, though, so again, the
Hydra
gets back
Derek.
on. Yeah, he's going to get all that health right back. So. Can't get him spotted out there, but he's just good vision there. Continue looking at his picks.
Ready King going in, finding Golden Pharaoh on the starter. Not going to be able to really get anything but the knock up, and that's going to force him off. Camille, though, being found by 2 different members, landing the hook shot onto Leona. Leona not going to be able to get any stun or anything. Camille continuing to do what they do, while Trundle has been just actually doing a decent job of splitting and trying to be a menace up in the side lanes.
Yeah, the Malzahar's going to be hard to push against, but I think Trundle does have the damage that he can do that over time.
Oh. But they end up finding Camille. Nice layering of the CC. That should be just enough damage. Come on. Shutdown going over to the Smolder. That's really big as Eli would suffers his second death of the game. Flashes in. Finds the stun. This is the big fight that Demonic Ascension needed right here. No minions going in. But the Taric ulti is just too damn big as Kaz is able to take out Leona and CLG where he's going to die as Critter's going on a rampage. Finding more members. KB Jelly taking out Golden Pharaoh. And that's just going to leave the Smolder all alone in that fight as Jinx goes crazy.
Yep, triple kill. No wave here just yet to push, but they're going to push this anyways. Get this wave in, and this tower is going to be under threat with only Smolder to answer. Looks like Genos is trying to take red top side. We do have Dragon coming up soon, as well as Baron. So we'll see if there's a pivot for the team to go take that. Continue to push. I think the smart move is to not take the inhib right now, as much as it is tasty. Have less super minions working on the base.
Right, you don't want to allow them to stack, but he does have the TP coming in, utilizing the ultimate, going to be able to stop him. Malzahar having to walk away, but might be able to not make it. But the Space Seeds is just too damn strong as Malzahar barely gets away, but Camille coming in for the assistance.
Putting the Camille in position to make sure there's no vision getting put down. Maybe going to claim this for himself. See if they can take it away by Pharaoh here. But it looks like the vision is being put over to the side of Ascension. At least in terms of this dragon. Looks like that is going to be the priority fight for both sides. All right, good old-fashioned rumble, but it's being caught out
Oh,
early.
here they go, immediately finding Vigard, but suppressing the Camille to be able to get her out the fight. Mom called down, but Critter going unstoppable with Golden Pharaoh is the first death, and they're going to be able to continue for more. They're looking for this soul as they're able to take him down. Smolder being killed down on the back line with a double kill going over to the Kane. Ace for the side of Stoner Nation as the Drake is being taken. Ocean Soul secured, and they're looking for the base as well. Hailstrom on the 20 streak. Nicely done. But are they going to be able to get this streak as they're trying to continue the rest of these kills? Trundle nearly taken down. It was almost enough. The Jinx Rocket's almost up. She sends it down and it's almost kaboom. No, it's not going to be able to land it as the Trundle doesn't get it. But that's not enough members. There's only one more coming up. I think this is it. This is going to be the game as it goes over to the side of Stoner Nation.
All right, so that was number 1. So first game going over to Stoner's Nation. How do you guys feeling about that? Council C saying huge Qs from the Trundle there.
Oh no, he did like a QSS at the end, I think. Did he have QSS? Don't actually remember.
All right, so again,
Eli Wood, best top laner. I mean, you tell me.
Pretty darn good in top.
Hailstrom, you fought against them already, haven't you? I'm sure you got up against them already.
I don't know if he has this season. He hasn't previous seasons. Eli getting picked up. I think this is his second week with the team. Since he decided that he had a little bit of time that he come grace us with his presence in our league.
Oh, we appreciate him for being one of the people who's willing to take up the torture that is top lane. I honestly couldn't do it myself. I'm sorry. Hate the top lane so much.
But that's what they do. And then Boosted calling out his own Mal's too strong. I mean, come on. You got guys to do that for you. You don't need to call yourself out. Come on now.
You have been selected. That's literally what happens.
All right. All right. So what change ups do you want to see Malco for Demonic Ascension if they're gonna win this game number 2 and force game number 3 against Stoner's Nation? Like, what do you think went wrong for them, or what's their adjustment?
It was just like the way they played around certain objectives, and it just ultimately ended up losing fights. Even if they were able to go even on objectives, like for example in the Void Grubs, there was like, even though they secured 2, they still ended up losing 2 members, and then the last one was secured by the side of Stoner Nation. So I just want to see how they play around objectives, just change a little bit more. Also, I don't know if maybe banning more of Eli Wood out would be potentially something that could help. Pressing R on the keyboard is not easy. I honestly, I love Malzahar. It's just, press R. You have not been selected, and you have now been selected, and you just you can't play the game for a little bit. So it's always a fun time when the Malzahar's in the game. I mean, that's the whole point. When you got your ultimate ready, it's just that's what you got to do. Who presses it first? But with that said, I just think that Demonic Ascension, they will just... I don't think they really played bad in the bot lane, even though that bot lane was annoying to go up against with the Tark and the Jinx. Just try not to take some of these trades in that bot lane, because they were just taking a lot of unnecessary trades, and it was just causing a lot of HP to be lost. And then once it came down to actually trying to fight, ultimately when Kaz came down, or whenever they actually got caught in a Tarek stun, it was just like, oh, that's over. So I just want to see Demonic Ascension try not to take unnecessary trades in the bot lane if they don't need to, and just tighten up the play around the objectives. I think they could still eke out a win.
Yeah, they definitely weren't out of that. They just had some losing matchups there where they weren't able to take control. Wasn't able to get Genos ahead early there, which would help mitigate his lane matchup. And then the bot lane, those 2 kills going over early to the Jinx, kind of made that a hard lane to support. And then not a lot of early kill pressure from either side of mid lane, where there's both control mages just trying to farm it out. So not a lot of places for Pharaoh to go to try to get those ahead. So trying to look for some of those more winning or neutral matchups that then he can be able to push those in his favor for either side. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the draft for game number 2. If you want to take it away, Malco.
Yes, sir. Draft for game 2. We do see on the side of Stoner Nation, they ended up going with Jinx, Alistair, Sejuani, Lux, Aatrox. And with the bands of being Brand, Aurelion Sol, Maokai, Garen, and Trundle. Demonic Ascension this time deciding to go with the bands of Cassiopeia, Galio, Mumu, Camille, and Nar. With them picking Ashe, Braum, Poppy, Malzahar, and Renekton. Once again, KB never getting the Poppy in any situation that he can actually get the chance to play it, but that's okay. He wants to play something different, and it's looking like I think they brought in. I think Boomstick is going back to the bot lane.
Boomstick is back for this game. He is going bot lane. KB
Yep.
Jelly moving back into the jungle role.
Perfect. So yep. So we have the Sejuani being on KB Jelly, and I believe that is Alistair support. So this is gonna be very. This is gonna be very interesting as I'm not sure what the Renekton into Aatrox matchup is gonna look like, but they did have counter pick for Demonic Ascension, so I'm guessing they anticipated something like this, and they're looking to just try to be able to duel back at him. Which I mean, Aatrox generally excels at dueling, so I'm kind of interested to see. I guess it's just gonna be on how clean Eli Wood can play. Demonic Ascension definitely has a much different composition. Them also stealing the Malzahar away this time around with the mid lane with the mid lane not picking until second round. So again, that's another just easy ultimate. Find one target, try to secure them, and then you're gonna always be looking for the Jinx or the Lux. So as long as they have that and they can at least get one target, Ashe can land some crazy arrows, get some stuns against the wall. Renekton can get on the back line and basically just jump, slice and dice and stun somebody. I think they actually have some really good. I think they have a really decent team this time around.
Oh.
I definitely do say though, Stoner Nation's getting they got the Jinx again. Alistair can be annoying as all hell, and Lux with lasers. Oh my god. Destroy them with lasers, literally.
Oh, Eli. But all right, so let's some good analysis there. We'll see who's able to make those plays. I'm going to go ahead and switch Malco's screen over so he'll be able to see the game and stream it to you all, wonderful people. And away we go.
I've always known that Boosted has played the Lux previously, and so I'm not actually surprised that saying that he got the Lux this time around is something that should not have happened. Did they ban it in game 1?
I don't think so.
Okay, so it was just kind of a give and pick, and they just stole the Malzahar this time around to play. I mean, Envy also does play the Malzahar, so I'm not very surprised. They do. Oh, this time playing the same strategy that they did in the first game that Demonic Ascension did to them, where they ended up warding the Raptor Brush. Right now, Golden Pharaoh, I wouldn't be surprised to be back. Did he drop his ward somewhere else? No.
Clearly, they didn't watch some of the previous broadcasts or the highlights that have been shared. Otherwise, they would have been banning Boosted's Lux. He did pick up a pentakill. I don't remember if that was last week or 2 weeks ago.
You do not
I think it was
but he did pick up the penta.
A Lux Penta, something that you don't regularly see every day.
Absolutely. Not something
So,
you
you
normally
know.
see. Well, we'll see how spicy these teams want to play early. That Renekton looks like he's going to want to go, but I think Eli's always down to fight too. So we'll see how spicy this top lane gets for us.
Aatrox is gonna be one of the banes of my existence. I've always hated that champion. If anything, the nightmares of just watching him just, oh, I'm gonna just keep landing all these Qs, and then all of a sudden you're dead. Oh, come on now, don't do that. No cowbell. No cowbell, Boomstick.
He is not better than that, so you might see some more of that.
Honestly, I'm not sure. Yeah, there it is. There it is. The camera knew it. The camera was like, wait, every time cowbell, we must go to camera with cowbell. He can like literally steal the show with the cowbell. It's gonna be hilarious. As the headbutt pulverize gets immediately activated, forcing the flash out of Braum with the snare trap that could have immediately led to a kill. Even though there is no ignite in this bot lane, so there isn't as much ignite. There isn't as much kill pressure as there could be, but that could have been a ton of damage on the Worthy Dust.
Consoles here already asking for more cowbell.
Oh, okay. So you know what? More cowbell. More cowbell.
He understood the assignment. See if Boomstick does.
Honestly, if you play Malzahar, if you play Alistar pretty regularly, I feel like you can't. It's like with Namis when we spam like the lap over and over and over again. Like that's just kind of what that's like a regular thing to do. Like it's like, yeah, you got to do the cowbell if you play Alistar. You have the skin, you cannot do it. I did not like where the Ashe was just like standing right there because I was very scared of a quick headbutt pulverize. Like I thought they might have been in range right there, so that could have been very dangerous. They do have the cleanse and the flash ready, but I don't think you want to just be able to give that up at level 3.
So a good advantage early for Ibuhu and Worthy Dust. They got poked out a little bit early, but they have the wave pushing.
Very interesting health trade going on, and Ashe gets caught by the headbutt pulverize. Nice decent amount of damage dropped onto them. Not going to get any summoners out of them just yet, but it's going to be still a nice decent health trade here. And overall, Stoner Nation bot lane looking good. Still pretty even. Ooh, another headbutt pulverize able to land right onto the Ashe. Now we actually do have the rocket landing onto them. Gets the stun this time, but they land the stun right back. Ignite dropped onto the Alistar. He's trying to walk it out, and he able to get it as the snare trap lands onto the Ashe. A nice even fight between these two bot lanes. Nicely done. And it's looking like Golden Pharaoh is up here first. Aatrox looking to fight as he ends up trying to find him, getting into the head, getting stunned into the wall right there. Not going to be able to find anything. No lifesteal. First blood going over the Golden Pharaoh from Demonic Ascension.
Yeah, good job there this game of Golden Pharaoh being there for Genos. Genos getting bullied a little bit early, getting pushed back, but a very good answer there from Pharaoh to help make sure that Genos has the advantage in that matchup.
I do like that. So then it's like, okay, now when he comes back, he actually has the ability to keep up with the Aatrox, which we kind of expect a little bit. I'm not sure of how big of the salary discrepancy is up in the top side. I think it might be, I don't know if it's that big of a discrepancy, but it might be something that's going to be like, well, damn, that could be a little bit discouraging. But Genos has constantly proven that he can actually punch above his card in this league. I've noticed, even when up against some of the best top laners, he's actually been pretty overall decent. I wouldn't say like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just like he just does it pretty well, and I can never doubt him. Like if you were to like look at it like if you need like a consistent top laner, like be like, hey Genos, come up here. We need you to just be able to duke it out with people, and he's not afraid either. And I think that's what's really good about him, that he's not afraid to do these duels and duke it out, even if he is up against somebody who might be a little bit above him. So that's actually a really good trait to have in a player, even though right now the CS discrepancy is sitting at about 20.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the matchup myself, but I think he's playing maybe a little too respectful and maybe not getting his trades off from a little bit that we've seen.
Boosted said it is 125k up in that top side, so it's not that big of a discrepancy.
Yeah, I think
so maybe you're right.
750.
So maybe it's just he is just being very respectful of Eli then. which I can understand, especially after the Camille game last game. You want to try not to give too much to him, especially on an Aatrox. But Poppy is here once again, even though he does have the level 6 this time. Going to be able to utilize it and try to get away. Braum is here too, though, and he's going to be able to try to help him out. Aatrox now trying to land the CC to be able to get him. Not going to be able to land that. That would have been enough.
Yeah.
But now he gets back under his tower. But no, they're able to get him stunned up against the wall. Another kill going over to Golden Pharaoh. But right there, is it going to be the Space Age? Is it just enough? Tick, tick, boom. Maybe the Reaper then also getting the solo dolo in the mid lane. Nicely done. And that's going to be Demonic Ascension getting a bit of a boost for themselves in this game already.
Maybe the Reaper saying, how do you like it? After having to deal with that all game. There it is, though.
God.
Gino's not going to be able to get the kill. Pharaoh taking the kill again. Definitely needed. I don't think he's going to the lethality build. I don't know if that was the move here, especially if he can pick up all the kills. But evening out the top lane is a bit more for Genos once again. But again, can he continue to sit their top lane? Right now, yes. Obviously taking drums. So that's pretty big. First move I can go to the side of the
I'll say this, Demonic Ascension is definitely looking a bit different. The turret place being the kind of the equalizer in that bot side, so that's probably one thing that we have to watch out for, is the Jinx starting to ramp up a little bit with just the CS difference and the tower plate difference. But still a different look for the side of Demonic Ascension. We do have a little bit of a trade going on in the bot side. Ashe does have her arrow up now, which will be very interesting to see what Yukahu is going to be able to utilize that for at some points in the game. Constantly putting out these hawk shots, trying to get some type of information for the rest of the team. I really do like seeing that consistently from the Ashe here. And we do see now Envy the Reaper trying to push up and get a little bit more damage onto Boosted. Not going to be able to do so. And we are now just in a little bit of dead time. Oh, wait, never mind. They proved me wrong, as we're getting a lot of damage coming up in the Aatrox. Now there's going to be Genos having to use the dice to be able to back away out of the fight.
farm lead up to 20 again for Eli Wood. So probably ahead of the Aatrox, which is not where you want to see that top lane. Boosted going ahead and roaming, looking for bot. Looks like nothing doing. No, he's still hanging around there.
Pharaoh is able to not be here. He was waiting, but now here they come back, trying to return back the kills. But it's not going to be able to get anything. Too much CC coming out. Rocket drop. Geno's able to drop Eli Wood in the solo duel up in the top side. His boosted sandwich just gets able to get CLG where he does. Trades back on either side of the maps. But that was a craziness, as the directed camera didn't give us the solo dolo action that happened up in the top side. But 1-0-2 for the Renekton on Genos. Nicely done. But that's now a kill going over to Boosted as well.
Most of the wave there being cleared by a little Boosted's Lux. Again, very low cooldown, so we're probably going to start seeing that more and more. Yeah, definitely. We believe you. 0-3, man. If only you didn't ego.
Truck sucks. Giving me truck every time. Oh jeez.
So 3 kill advantage, but only 800 gold over for the side of Demonic Ascension. So we'll see if they can try to increase that lead, turn that into some map objectives. Again, they do have scrub advantage, with those coming up in 15. Next Dragon also coming up at the same time. So it'll be interesting to see if Summer Nation also decides to handle that Dragon for Void Grubs.
I think for the sake of just trying not to press anything more, I know Demonic Ascension likes to go for Void Grubs a lot, so I think that they're gonna want to potentially be like, all right, let's avoid them, because they're actually doing very well into team fighting. And right now Renekton is actually able to solo dolo our top side, so we want to be careful. But Sejuani is now here, being drawn back. The Dominus never being used. The ultimate gets dropped. Flash now being dropped, with Eli Wood utilizing his flash right back and sending Genos over to the gray screen. He said the casters were talking too good right now. I need the kills.
Yeah, no solo fight at all. Genos, next time bring your jungler. But no, that was a good fight. still dead. Alistar
Really
potentially
want
been
this
caught
Alistar.
out, but that's not really the target you want to get this damage on.
Poppy looking to try to fight Eli Wood here. Eli Wood does not have really anything to be able to go ahead and combat right back. But we do have Poppy, though, getting a lot of damage dropped right back onto him as well. So the Aatrox is starting to look like an actual menace. But we do see Alistar taking the hit and then giving Yukahu the kill to be able to save Boosted from getting dropped. Now they're looking to keep transferring up as they send more members up towards the top side. Poppy's calling for more to come down towards here as Sejuani was walking up. But now they are looking for the Void Grubs, and if they try to fight into them, I think Stoner Nation will definitely lose here. So that's probably, yeah, that's going to be Demonic Ascension securing all 6 Void Grubs.
Great job there.
Oh, wait.
Boomstick sports job. He did it.
It was a noble sacrifice. Though we still got a Stoner Nation, though, still being able to have the CC, still having the gold advantage right now, sitting at just 8. It's only 800. But the fact that they're still able to keep the golds upward in their pockets, even though these fights are constantly being won by the side of Demonic Ascension, we got to just be careful and watch out for that. We do see some CS discrepancies in different parts of the lane, even though there's a CS. Oh, hold on. I got to not talk about that as Renekton decided to engage. But even though there is a 30 farm difference in the mid lanes, there is still a 20 farm difference up in the top side and a 28 farm difference, almost 30 in the bot lane. But they do end up finding Genos caught out, but he get exhausted, utilizes the slice and dice, able to get right back under his turret with the ultimate, giving him that extra health. Now it's gonna be the Demonic Ascension, though, able to secure the Chemtech Drake and starting to force through what the soul map is gonna be. We should see the soul change as it ends up being the Cloud, but that's gonna be Genos getting caught as he has no slice and dice, no way to get back under the turret, trying to take it more, and that's Eli Wood being able to take the kill as they return back for the gank, but it wasn't the jungle.
Yeah, great macro play right there from the side of Demonic Ascension, able to trade that back across. Definitely pressure top lane for Genos, but unfortunately Genos get for line.
Yeah, this Aatrox is right now looking like a pain. I wouldn't want to be dealing with this right now. Like I said, I already said at the beginning of the game, I hate Aatrox. I absolutely hate this champion, and it's just something that, like, it's one of those ones, like, for me, it's like a Lowy, where I don't see it as often as I used to, other than Worlds when they basically make Aatrox meta, and then now every top laner is playing Aatrox or banning it. It's like, oh, now we rarely see Aatrox. All of a sudden, it's like a Lowy where they just drop this champion, and now this champion's 1v9ing the whole damn game for no reason at all, and no one even remembers what patch it happened. But apparently, they buffed him like 16 patches ago. And then you're like, oh, okay. But they managed to force the Ash cleanse, and they're going to be able to get some of the stuns landed. But Braum getting his ult down as Poppy's going to channel her ultimate, able to force Sejuani out. But that's going to be the rest of the Demonic Ascension members, or the rest of Storm Nation members trying to get the kills. And the double kill with the combination of the Jinx Rocket plus the laser, able to take out the jungle and support. That's 2 kills going over to the side of Storm Nation. And now they're also starting to get more of a gold lead as they're sitting at 2.6k up. And Sejuani now fighting the Renekton solo dolo on his own with the red buff enforcing. But it's going to be Malzahar now, not being in these fights, but being the actual split push menace of this game at the moment.
Yeah, he's going to split push there and take that, but continues to do that. Definitely lose that Rift Herald and see if that translates to else on the map. He might continue to free push here. Looks like Aatrox is going to answer. But
I don't know if... Is it really Blackfire first for Malzahar? I feel like Leandri's would be superior for Malzahar first.
I think that is what it currently is.
Okay.
I think you can get really good. You're not... Well, you want him to do bit damage. I don't think it's a huge difference right now. Console C just saying he needs mana bad.
Ah, okay.
So in terms of damage, I don't think it's really matters.
I mean, if he wanted to, that would be this point where I would have said he would at least been stacking a tier for this game. I think this game would have been better for Malzahar to. If you're Malzahar, I think that's where you can actually stack a tier personally. just because of the fact that, you know, again, you do need mana, but it does give you that protective factor, and you do basically have that free spell shield. So you kind of have two different protective factors that don't necessarily require you to build Zonias. And then you can focus significantly more on damage from there, especially since you gain a decent amount of damage actually from the Archangels. So I think it's actually pretty good. Malignance is pretty interesting as an item. I'm not a big fan of Malignance, but I do understand why it works very well with Malzahar. It kind of gives him back his old combination of like how you drop the W before you ulted somebody. So it, like his old W. I miss his old pool. But that's gonna be the headbutt pulverize, able to land on the multiple mirrors. Braum though getting the knockup as they're trying to find more minions to find Ash in the background, but they do find the Jinx in the backside of the flash. Ultimately comes out from Envy. The Ash gonna be able to take the kill on the Jinx, but these are the members of Stoner Nation able to still continue to fight. The TP coming in from Genesis. They're trying to get him to get into this fight. Renekton now gonna be able to try to find a member as he's able to find the Aatrox. Aatrox now getting caught out and stunned up in the middle of multiple members, but Poppy now being taken down low. But since they're trying to find that target, they're not able to focus down. He's gonna be able to get the headbutt or the pulverize onto him, knock him up, and back out the rest of these members. Both sides losing one, but that's just gonna be a big shutdown. As I believe it was Yukahu who's able to the shutdown that went over to Yukahu. So they actually had like a CS difference shutdown for Jinx.
And we're gonna reset, and we're gonna do it again. And Dragon's coming up here at 35 seconds.
Boy. Nah, not anymore. Blackfire all the way. Okay.
Vision control looking like it's in favor of Demonic Ascension right now. So too many deep wards, but at least got the Scuttle Crab. But they do not have the members right now to contest. And Riptail being thrown down mid there by Center's Nation to help draw and separate that aggro. Looks like
and they just immediately forced them all to it, yeah. So this Drake is just gonna be going over to Stoner Nation. I don't think they can really do anything to stop them. I do like the fact that Demonic Ascension is able to start clawing back some of the gold, because at one point I believe it did hit a 3k gold lead for the side of Stoner Nation, and they were able to bring some of that back towards them. So I just want to see them just kind of clear their heads, being able to play into these fights a little bit cleaner. They were able to find a really good pick with the flash ultimate from the Malzahar, able to get that pick on Jinx and then giving over the kill to Yukahu. So that was really nice to get them started. But I just need them to just kind of bring that back and just try to find those angles again. They just got to try to find those fights again. Poppy being able to get the Sejuani out of the fight was very, very well done by Pharaoh, to be able to make sure that they at least had one less tank, and that was able to even out the odds and to help secure that kill even onto the Jinx. And that is the only reason why that fight was even able to continue as long as it did. And the TP coming in from the Renekton was a very nice call to be able to deter any more fighting from the side of Stoner Nation, when they were, honestly, they could have continued to fight, especially with Aatrox being there.
Alright, so looks like both the mids have TP, so we'll see if they continue to try to split off into their side lanes. Bot side, play around having them get Baron.
Poppy gets found, but I don't think they realized the fact that the rest of the members are there. Braum utilizing his ultimate, able to get the rest of them to getting the rest of Stoner Nation to back off, so they're not able to get that kill onto the enemy jungler. But they are still trying to press more into their jungle as well, trying to drown them of any resources. This turret now, though, going to be secured for the top side of against the Demonic Ascension. So it's looking like Stoner Nation now are starting to barrel more into these. They're starting to barrel more into the bases, even though they don't have any Void Grubs. I was expecting more sieging from the side of Demonic Ascension, since they made such importance of the Void Grubs to get this game.
It looks like this game is kind of the speed that Demonic Ascension wanted to play out last game. Kind of stalled out, farm up a little bit more to get some more items. Just play around dragons here. They're in a better dragon position, not being down low this time. So as long as they can maintain the vision Baron and getting pressure with the team on the far side. Demonic Ascension pretty good spot, so they just need to farm up, try to farm efficiently. They are down 2.5k gold. or 2.5 G.
So here, yeah, because I was gonna say, here's my thing. I was just looking at it. Where the CS discrepancies are happening right now is not in the places that you want them in. Jungle is actually in 4 different lanes for the side of Stoner Nation. It's top lane, jungle, ADC, and support. But hold on, we do have Stoner Nation though able to find a member isolated trying to get the pick, but being able to get them to back off as they do see Ash and Brawl on the bottom of them. But hold on, Solo Dolo trying to go on as Eli Wood is looking for him. But here comes the Alistair looking for the head. But Polarize able to get it. Really low help from the Renekton, activating the dominant slice and dice, able to get out of there. That's going to be an ultimate used by both Aatrox and Renekton to get them to back off. As I was saying, it's a CS discrepancy in 4 different lanes between Stoner Nation and Demonic Ascension right now, and that's where you're seeing a lot of that like extra gold being kind of just held at, and that's why they're still able to hold this lead.
Yeah, only Valhalla are ahead in gold. A lot of that from the splitting time though. That takes power pressure from the side. So again, not great across the board for the overall lane matchups for that. Kind of a slower pace game than we're used to seeing. We're actually at half it here. Yeah, kill every 2 minutes, half a kill a minute. Usually we're used to seeing at least 1 kill a minute, so definitely different tactics this game from these teams.
Give it to the 25-minute mark.
There's been some scuffles, but a lot of times they kind of walk away with either one person dying or just low health bars.
Oh no, Renekton having the flash forced out by the Jinx and Aatrox. Here we go now. Eli, Critter, and Sejuani gonna be able to find the Braum all alone as he's getting secured as the kills. That's gonna be next. But that's so much. But the rocket being dropped and being used as Jinx able to get that kill. 2 members being dropped out of the fight from the side of Stoner Nation as Pharaoh was able to land that nice ulti, but a double kill going right over to Critter as more members are about to drop, trying to get another kill for himself. Is he going to be able to get it? Triple kill going over to the Jinx, shut down to the Malzahar, but now they're trying to get another penta for the Jinx, I see, as they're able to land 2 members. Jinx though taking the turret, trying not to get any more. KB Jelly now going to be able to take out Golden Pharaoh, being selected on the turret, going to be taken down by Space Ace, but it's still going to be the Malzahar trying to flash and get away. Double kill going over to the Malzahar in the end there. 2 members additionally being dropped at the end by Stoner Nation, and that's going to be a 3-for-2 fight, a 3-for-3 fight. Nicely done by the side of Demonic Ascension to be able to fight back, but damn, Stoner Nation looked crazy in all of that.
There's actually 3 kills onto Envy the Reaper there, so pretty big there, especially if he can continue to get maximum effectiveness on his abilities.
I think he literally bought a full-out Rylai's right there.
Right, yes, if he can continue to hit all those abilities on multiple people and not do the solo target, then yeah, so second dragon for the side Ascension. As we see some here. Rocket is up, so I don't see that big throw just yet. This is the second dragon. Which side?
This is what I said. I expected to start happening around the 25-minute mark. Here comes the calls for the Baron. Yep, this is it. Here comes the fight. We're about to get that fight. We're about to get the big fight that might determine whether or not the jump is wide open for which side. Because even at a 4K gold lead right now, Demonic Ascension is still fighting hella hard right back. So we can expect that once Poppy starts walking up towards this Baron, which has been started now by the side of Stoner Nation, if they give up this Baron, this could be the opening of the game for Stoner Nation. So they really got to try to get something done right here. Right now, Headbutt, or Pulverize, Headbutt, going to be able to try to stop the Braum from getting over. Ash utilizing the arrow, going to be able to get on the Eli Wood, pushes up and says, Wani, nicely done. His blue team though still able to secure it. And that's going to be Renekton trying to get in the middle, but that's going to be him losing his life to Eli Wood. And now the rest of the members being chased down as Poppy is now caught in the middle of multiple relays. Not going to be able to get a kill. His double kill goes right over to Eli when he's continuing the chase. Jinx now looking for another as they know that they got to be somewhere, but that's going to be the Baron giving over 2 kills as well. And Demonic Ascension now looking down the barrel of potentially the series being lost as their purple colored enemies are looking to take their base.
Malzahar taking the turret, bot side, countering. Ash getting off the low here, but no additional chase at this time. Mid turret going down. Hit going to go down here. Not much the Malzahar's going to be able to stop this.
Earlier, Eli calling out that they're But their trigger pull is so crazy. Their trigger pull is elite.
Yeah, I saw that.
Game 3 about to go crazy, about to go so hard. Oh, are we about to see? Are we about to see an absolute comeback from Demonic Ascension? He says there's he's saying foreshadowing, guys.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
it's a 6K gold lead now in terms of favorite of Stunner Nation. The hill is getting a little bit steeper. Can ask a little bit more out of them. Looks like they're getting all their backs off, spending all their gold.
This game is Demonic Ascension Sisyphus. If I'm pronouncing it right, I think I said it wrong. But people probably know what I'm talking about. The man who has to keep pushing the stone up the hill, but he keeps rolling back down over and over and over again. Like
Sisyphus.
what was it called?
Sisyphus?
Sisyphus?
I believe that's his name. And it's a Sisyphus task. Yeah.
But like, it's just really funny because the multiple times that we saw the little gleams of it looking like Demonic Ascension was about to push that boulder up and over the hill, and then it just came rolling back down. But they're not pushing up a boulder, they're pushing up the start of a snowball, and it's starting to get a little too big because it keeps accumulating more snow, and that is the gold lead of Stoner Nation coming down on them as they're starting to become harder and harder, even with all this gold sitting and almost a flame horizon happening right now between the mid lane, as Sejuani is caught but not going to be able to get actually caught by any other members. Even though there's almost potential flame horizon about to happen between the mid laners, the gold advantage between Malzahar and Lux is not really showing, as we're starting to see now the ultimate being utilized by Sejuani, not going to be able to find anybody, but he's going right in to try to find 2 members. They do have the TP coming in from the Aatrox, and he's looking for a big triple laser, able to land on the multiple members of the Jinx lanes. The Rocket Critter now able to get the first kill of the fight, and that's going to be enough as Lux secures the second, and they're looking to try to take this next turret, as Aatrox though goes up towards the top side trying to go up against the Malzahar, but it's just not going to really mean anything here. They're just able to continue taking these objectives as the inhib goes down on the bot side, and that's going to be the Jinx continuing to be able to just dish out this damage. Ashe trying to get more headbutt pulverize landing onto the Ashe. Ashe now just trying to walk back into their base. Alistair going to take a lot of damage, probably end up dying here. Actually, if he does die, that potentially could be potentially the fight back. Here we go, gets a lot of damage on the Poppy. Malzahar now getting caught out as Sejuani goes in. Braum now going ahead and utilizing the Unbreakable, trying to dish out less damage. Envy the Reaper able to kill Sejuani, going unstoppable. This is actually going to be the backup that they need to get out of here, as Eli with his missile let the double kill going right over to Malzahar. Malzahar is so big. Poppy though going to be stopped by the snare. That was a really nice 2 secured kills right there to be able to stop the rest of the base being done. Demonic Ascension not done just yet.
Really nice shield there, though. I know we called that out for boosted, returning the favor from earlier, saving Boomstick's life.
And that was an absolute. Oh, jeez.
And here's the drag coming up, and we're gonna have to fight again. 2 members
you guys
down,
are
though.
absolute insane. I literally said it at 25 minutes. This is when all the fighting is really going to start, and now they're right back at it again. Here we go. Hextech Flash being able to get used as Braum is taken down extremely low. Alistair now big and tanky right in the middle of the rest of the members. The Drake is not even low enough for them to be able to secure the steal, as the members of the Stoner Nation are able to stall it out for as long as possible. The Rocket barely missing, but they're going to be able to get these autos off from the Jinx as they're trying to look for more Demonic Ascension members, able to not land any ultimates onto them, but they're going to be able to get the CCS as Roger secures the first kill for them, and that's going to be able to get more members as Jinx secures the second, and starting to look for more double kill going right over to the Jinx, slowing down the Malzahar trying to get selected, but that's not going to be enough as he gets the triple kill going over, looking for the Ashe now. Ashe being found, and is going to be able to get the quadra kill going right over to Critter, and that's going to be the ace, and that's looking like the game.
That
Ow.
awesome, bro. Good job there, Malco. Appreciate you. Rest your jaw, like. At least I think there's not looking like there's gonna be a game 3 here for you to have to cast. They kept it intense for you. They saved it, bottled it all up.
I honestly was expecting I was expecting Boosted to try to get another Penta. He lined up some really good lasers in that, but it ends up being the 2-game victory for the Stoner Nation. And wait, actually, hold on, wait a second. They were 3-2 before this, right?
I believe they're 3-2. They were 3-2.
Hey, Stoner Nation going 4-2-0.
Yeah, Stoner Nation starting out 0-2 on a 4-game winning streak there. They finally got it rolling. weekend.
Oh
too,
wait,
which
they
is-
really are 4-2-0. Let's go.
all right.
That was sick. That was absolutely sick. They've unlocked some magic formula. I don't know what it is. That's insane to be able to go from literally 0-2 in the first 2 weeks, now on a four series win streak.
Yeah. So
Have any of them gone to game threes at all? Can anyone confirm if any of those series have gone to game threes?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they have. They've played in some tight ones. They're not 8-0 in their last 8 games,
I was
but
about to say if they've been undefeated in the last 8 games, we about to have to watch out for Stoner Nation because this team is looking crazy right now.